Off the coast of Japan's most remote island, hidden deep beneath the waves, lies a structure that challenges everything we know about the ancient world. It's a silent, sprawling monument of stone, with massive platforms and giant steps that plunge into the darkness. Those who have seen it believe they've found the remains of a lost civilization, a gateway to a forgotten empire. It has been nicknamed Japan's Atlantis. The story begins in 1986, when a local diver stumbled upon this impossible underwater world, sparking a debate that rages to this day. Are these sunken formations a bizarre and beautiful trick of nature, a geological marvel sculpted by the sea? Or are we looking at the oldest evidence of human architecture on Earth, a city built before the pyramids, before Stonehenge, and swallowed by the ocean at the end of the last ice age? We'll explore the science and the legends to get to the bottom of this deep-sea mystery. It all began with Kihachiro Aratak, a local tour operator searching for new dive spots to watch hammerhead sharks. He was off the southern coast of Yonaguni, Japan's westernmost island, battling strong currents, when something stopped him cold. What he saw was no natural reef. It was a colossal monolith, a single massive piece of rock defined by immense 90-degree angles and sprawling terraces. The structure was huge, about 150 meters long and rising 27 meters from the seabed. It looked deliberate, architectural. There were features resembling enormous staircases, flat roadways, and towering pylons. Aratak was so stunned he initially kept his discovery a secret, feeling he had found a national treasure. But when word finally got out, it sent shockwaves through the worlds of archaeology and geology. The site was named the Yonaguni Monument, and immediately, one question dominated all others: who or what could have built it? The mystery had begun, and the theories would soon become as monumental as the structure itself. A powerful case for a man-made city emerged almost immediately, championed by Professor Masaki Kimura, a marine geologist from the University of the Ryukyu. After conducting hundreds of dives to meticulously map the site, Kimura, who began as a skeptic, became its most vocal proponent. He announced that this was no natural formation. He was convinced it was a city, built and modified by human hands. Kimura's evidence is compelling. He argues that the concentration of so many geometric shapes in one small area is statistically improbable to occur naturally. He has identified specific structures he believes are proof of intelligent design. A main pyramid-like monument, smaller castles, look like a stadium connected by roads and even drainage channels. Divers have also pointed to a loop road that seems to circle the main terrace, and what appears to be a giant stone carving of a turtle. His team also claims to have found smaller rocks with carvings resembling faces, and markings on the main structure that look like tool marks. Proponents highlight what could be a row of holes, suggesting an attempt to split the rock with wedges, a common quarrying technique in the ancient world. His team also notes the sheer scale and precision of some of the cuts, which would have required advanced tools to create. If this were a settlement, who built it and when? According to Kimura, the answer lies in the distant past. A time before the last ice age ended around 12,000 years ago, when the sea level was around 100 meters lower. What is now the East China Sea was dry land. In this view, the Yonaguni Monument was constructed by an unknown civilization during this period. Then a massive earthquake shook the region, causing it to sink beneath the waves, where it remained hidden until rediscovered by modern divers. This theory is breathtaking, if true. It suggests the existence of an advanced civilization capable of monumental construction before the rise of any known society. Such a discovery would rewrite history and force us to completely re-examine our understanding of the human past. But if this was a city, where are the bodies? Where's the pottery? For every compelling argument for a lost empire, science offers a powerful, rational counter-explanation. One of the leading voices for this view is Dr. Robert Schoch, a geologist from Boston University. After diving the site himself, Schoch concluded that the monument's seemingly man-made features can be explained by basic geology. The entire structure is composed of sandstone, a rock type known for fracturing along perfectly straight lines called bedding planes. The rock simply split along these natural planes due to tectonic activity. Over thousands of years, constant earthquakes would have naturally fractured the rock, creating the sharp angles and step-like terraces that look so intentional. Schoch and other geologists also highlight the fact that Very similar sandstone formations exist on dry land on Yonaguni Island. Think of the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. Its geometric columns look artificial, but are completely natural. In addition, skeptics point out that Kimura's identification of specific structures like a pyramid or stadium are subjective interpretations, not objective facts. All we know for sure is that there is a series of submerged rock formations that resemble nothing so much as a natural geological formation. In this view, the only mystery surrounding the Yonaguni Monument is how we, not water, have allowed our imaginations to run wild, mistaking rocks for ruins and reading human intent into purely natural processes. Skeptics also highlight a significant flaw in the argument: the total lack of other evidence. If this were a city or even a ceremonial site, one would expect to find tools, pottery, or human remains to prove people were there. Despite years of searching, no undisputed artifacts have ever been recovered from the monument itself. So what about the supposed carvings like the turtle? Skeptics argue this is a classic case of pareidolia, the human brain's tendency to see patterns, like faces or animals in random shapes. Even Schock admits that upon first seeing the monument, the gut reaction is that it must be artificial. But on closer inspection, the geology tells a powerful story of one of nature's most impressive deceptions. And here's the thing: there may never be a definitive answer to what happened here. The truth is, we don't have enough evidence to prove either scenario with absolute certainty. The mystery is what makes this site so fascinating. It resides in the spaces between science and myth, tempting us to believe in the lost worlds that lie just beneath the surface. Ultimately, the Yonaguni Monument remains an enigma. On one side, we have a compelling scientific explanation, a spectacular natural wonder, forged by the predictable forces of geology in a volatile part of the world. On the other, we have the incredible possibility of a lost world, a city built 10,000 years ago and reclaimed by the ocean. With passionate arguments on both sides, the final answer remains tantalizingly out of reach. The monument's true story is one of the world's great unsolved mysteries, a perfect blend of science, adventure, and myth. But what do you think? Is this a geological masterpiece? Or is it the entrance to Japan's Atlantis? Let us know your theory in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.